One morning, Edward was in the shed with the other engines. They were all bigger than Edward and boasted about it. "The driver won't choose you again," said Gordon. "He wants strong engines like us." But the driver and fireman felt sorry for Edward. "Would you like to come out today?" "Oh, yes, please," said Edward. So they lit his fire, made lots of steam, and Edward puffed away. The other big engines were cross for being left behind. The passengers were having a great time, and the driver and fireman were very, very pleased with themselves. "I'm going out again tomorrow," said Edward to the other engines that night. "What do you think of that?" But he didn't hear what they thought, for he was so tired and happy that he fell asleep at once. Next morning, Edward woke up that nothing had changed. Gordon was still grumbling. "You watch me, little Edward, as I rush through with the express. That will be a splendid sight for you." "Goodbye, little Edward. Look out for me this afternoon." Edward laughed and went to do some shunting. He liked shunting. It was fun pushing freight cars. He came up quietly and gave them a push. And he stopped till the silly freight cars gave up. "Oh! Whatever is happening?" Edward played till there were no more trucks. Then he stopped to have a rest. Presently, he heard a whistle. Gordon was very cross. Instead of nice shining coaches, he was pulling a dirty freight train. "A freight train! A freight train! A freight train!" he groaned. "The shame of it! The shame of it! Oh, the shame of it!" Edward laughed and went to find some more freight cars. Then there was trouble. "Gordon can't get up the hill. Will you take Edward and push him, please?" They found Gordon halfway up and very cross. His driver and fireman couldn't make him start. "You're not trying." "I can't do it," said Gordon. "The noisy freight cars hold an engine back so." Edward's driver came up. "We came to push." "No use at all," said Gordon. "You wait and see," replied Edward's driver. They brought the train back to the bottom of the hill. "I'm ready," said Edward. "No good," grumbled Gordon. They pulled and pushed as hard as ever they could. "I can't do it! I can't do it! I can't do it!" said Gordon. "I will do it! I will do it! I will do it!" said Edward. Edward puffed and pushed and puffed and pushed as hard as ever he could. And almost before he realized it, Gordon made himself at the top of the hill. "I've done it! I've done it! I've done it!" he said proudly. He forgot all about kind Edward and didn't even say thank you. Edward was out of breath and far behind, but he was happy that he helped Gordon out, and suddenly he realized that the driver and fireman were very pleased with themselves. He had a nice long drink, and the driver said, "I'll get out my paint and give you a coat of blue with red stripes. Then you'll be the smartest engine in the shed."